best about math. You can always count on it, whether it's days in the month or money in the bank.
Math can help make dreams come true, from building a bridge to taking a trip to the moon.
And math is cool because everyone speaks the same language.
And part of understanding math is knowing all about money.
What's it worth?
Penny for your thoughts?
A penny? My thoughts are worth more than a penny. A penny is only worth 1 cent.
My mom gives me a penny for every piece of clothing I fold.
A nickel? A nickel is only worth 5 cents.
This candy is a penny a piece, so I can buy 5 pieces with my nickel.
A dime is worth 10 cents.
With 5 dimes, I could buy a cool sticker.
A quarter is worth 25 cents.
I save up my quarters for the arcade.
A $half is worth 50 cents.
My grandma gave me $1/2 dollar.
You can write cent either as a word or as a symbol.
A dollar is worth 100 cents.
I get $1 a day for walking the dog. Come on, boy.
You can also write dollar as a word or a symbol.
Hey, Max, I'll trade you my nickel for that dime of yours.
No way!
Why not? The nickel's bigger than the dime.
The size is bigger, but it's worth less.
You can't judge money by its size. You have to know what it's worth.
A penny.
1 cent.
A nickel.
5 cents.
A dime.
10 cents.
A quarter.
25 cents.
A $half.
50 cents.
A dollar.
100 cents.
Counting money.
Our school was having a coin drive to buy toys for needy kids. I picked up all the change I could find in my room.
How much money do you have? To find out, you have to count it.
1,
Lauren started with pennies.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 pennies.
A nickel
5,
is worth 5 cents.
15, 20,
Lauren
25,
skip counted
30,
the nickels
35,
by fives.
40, 45, 50. 50 cents.
Next,
10,
Lauren
20,
skip counted by
30,
tens,
40,
since a dime
50,
is worth 10
60,
cents.
70, 80, 90, 100. 100 cents. That's $1. I added up how much money I'd found. $1 in dimes, plus 10 cents in pennies, and 50 cents in nickels. Makes $1.60.
My mom gave me all the change in her purse for the coin drive. I like to count money, starting with the coins worth the most. So I counted my quarters first. I had 25, 50 cents. Next came the dimes. So I counted on by tens. 60, 70. Then I added the nickel, counting by fives. 75, 80, 85 cents. I added the pennies last, one at a time. 86, 87, 88, 89, 90 cents. I had 90 cents to bring into school.
I like counting by tens, so I always start with the dimes. 10, 20. Counting nickels is fun too. I counted on by fives. 25, 30, 35. Counting pennies is easy. 36, 37, 38, 39, 40. But I had some problems with the quarters. Counting on by 25s can be tough. 65, 90. Every Saturday morning, I collect the money for my paper route. Last week, I got 10, 11, 12, 13, $14, plus 25, 50 cents in coins. $14.50.
So what's the point? Or should I say, where's the point? The decimal point, that is.
It may look tiny, but the importance of the decimal point is huge when you're writing dollar amounts.
The decimal point separates the dollars from the cents.
The dollars go between the dollar sign and the decimal point. The cents come after the decimal point.
The decimal point marks the place where you say and. I got $3.50 for watching my brother Billy.
Lauren needed quarters for the arcade. Since she had lots of change, but only 1 quarter, she got to work dividing all her change into groups of 25 cents.
I made 6 full groups. 25 pennies, 5 nickels, 2 dimes and a nickel, 10 pennies and a dime and a nickel, 2 nickels, a dime, and 5 pennies, and 1 quarter.
Each of these piles is worth 25 cents.
$1.50 in all. That's enough for 2 games.
And speaking of games, it's time to play Count on Me, the game show that's got your number. This time we're playing The Buck Stops Here. Here's how it works. You each take turns rolling the dice. The number you roll is the number of pennies you take from the pile. Whenever you get 10 pennies, you can trade them in for a dime, and the first player to trade in 10 dimes for $1 wins. Ready? Great. Max, you roll first.
5 and 2. That's 7. I get 7 pennies.
Cool. 6 and 6 are 12.
Oh, 3.
That makes 10 pennies for Max.
5. That means I have 17 pennies altogether. I can break 17 into 10 and 7. I'll trade in 10 pennies for a dime.
Good idea. All right, Max, let's see you roll.
6 and 4. That's 10.
Which brings Max's total to 20 cents.
Come on, dice. 11. Woohoo! I can break 11 into 1 and 10. I'm not even going to bother taking all that in pennies. Make it a dime and a penny.
Caroline surges ahead with a total of 28 cents. Ready, Max?
Oh, 2.
A tough roll, but not to worry. It's a long game.
You can say that again. I think we ought to speed it up. Poor Max, he's getting whipped. And what's with all the pennies? He's not trading up. Caroline's figured out that she can go straight to the dime if she rolls a 10 or above.
All right, a 6. I'll trade in these 10 pennies for 1 more dime. And then I'll trade in all my dimes for the dollar bill.
Ladies and gentlemen, the buck stops here.
Max, how come you never traded up to a dime?
I knew I could trade up, but I figured my mountain of pennies would impress Caroline so much that she'd give up.
Strategic miscalculation. But no one can intimidate a money maven like Caroline. She's got the money and she knows how to count it.
Making change.
Sometimes when you go shopping, you have the exact amount of money needed.
You're welcome.
But often, you hand the cashier more money than the thing you're buying costs. Counting out how much money you get back is called making change.
To raise money for the school coin drive, I sold brownies at 50 cents apiece. A lot of people needed change. They gave me 55 cents. A nickel would get me from 50 to 55. 50. 55 cents. 5 cents is a change. Thank you.
You're welcome.
$1. 2 quarters will get me from 50 cents to $1. 50, 75, $1. 50 cents is your change. Thank you.
Thank you.
Mrs. Johnson owed me $3.45. She gave me a $5 bill. I had to count from $3.45 to figure out the change. A nickel would get me to $3.50. A quarter would make it $3.75. Another quarter would get me to $4. And a dollar bill would make it $5. $3.45, $3.50, $3.75, $4. And another dollar is $5. That's $1.55 in change.
Thank you.
At the arcade, I got a slice and a soda. Together, they cost about $4. So when I handed over a $10 bill, I figured I'd get about $6 back. I thought, wait a minute, that's not enough money. I should have gotten another $5.
Lauren was right. $3.80, $3.90, $4, $5, and 5 is 10.
I love estimating. It just saved me $5.
Estimating about how much money you should get back helps you check if the change is right. It's one of the keys to counting change.
Ready, 71 cents is your change.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Mathematician!
Whose job is it to count change every day? And who has to make sure that every nickel is accounted for? The mathematicians known as bank tellers.
At the start of the day, bank tellers get and count a certain amount of cash.
85 and 100.
All day long, they use it for things like cashing checks and customers withdrawing money from their bank account.
60, 70, 80, 90, 95, 100.
They're constantly counting money and making change.
9, 10.
Whoa, tellers have a lot of responsibility.
It's all in a day's work the mathematicians we call bank tellers.
And you have a good day.
It all adds up, and it all subtracts, multiplies, and divides too.
Money follows the usual rules for addition, subtraction, multiplication, and division. The trick is keeping track of the decimal point.
I had already collected $1.60 for the school coin drive. Then my dad gave me another $2.30. How much money would I be donating in all?
When adding money, make sure your decimal points are lined up. And don't forget to bring the decimal point down in your answer.
$3.90. Was that right? I did some quick estimation to check it. I rounded both amounts to the nearest dollar. $1.60 rounded up to $2, and $2.30 rounded down to $2. 2 and 2 are 4, so my calculation of $3.90 seemed right on the money.
My bake sale made $15.50. But before I could turn the money in, I had to pay my mom back for the brownie mix. It cost $3.50.
When subtracting money, put the number you're subtracting from on top, and make sure your decimal points are lined up. Then, bring the decimal point down in your answer.
$12 to donate.
I collect 50 cents for every stack of newspapers I deliver. I wondered how much I would get for 8 stacks.
Multiplying money follows the same rules as multiplying any other numbers. To find the right spot for the decimal point in your answer, count the total number of places after the decimal point in your factors. In this case, there are 2 places. Then in your answer, count off that same number of spaces starting from the right. Voila!
$4. I like seeing my money multiply.
Altogether, my class brought in $48.40 in the coin drive. We were supposed to buy 4 toys, so I needed to find out how much we could spend on each toy. I knew it'd be more than $10, since 4 goes into 40 10 times. But how much more?
Dividing money is like dividing any other number. Just be careful to put the decimal point in the right place.
$1.21. That couldn't be right. From my estimate, I knew it should be closer to 10. I'd stuck the decimal point in the wrong spot.
The decimal point should go directly above the decimal point in the number being divided.
$12.10. Much better.
Adding, subtracting, multiplying, and dividing money is a cinch as long as you get the point. The decimal point, that is.
Who's the mathematical mastermind with the facts at his fingertips, solving crimes with calculated cool? That's me, Detective Digit. The case of the posh pooch. It was Friday night, and I was just about to call it a day when the lady on the other end sounded kind of upset. She said her dog, Pupcake, had been taken by the dog catcher for being deliberately adorable without a license. He said unless she could come up with Ben Franklin by 9 o'clock, she'd never see her pooch again. I rushed right over.
I told Detective Digit I didn't know where I was supposed to find Ben Franklin. I mean, wasn't he one of those founding fathers? Isn't he dead?
What would the dog catcher want with a guy who flew kites in a thunderstorm? And then an idea hit me, like a bolt of lightning. I asked the lady to show me her cash on hand. Fortunately, it all added up. $20 times 4 was $80. $1 times 5 equaled $5. $85 plus $10 plus another $5 made $100. I told the owner that Pupcake's freedom was in the bag.
It may have seemed clear to Detective Digit, but I was still in the dark.
Then let there be light. The guy who experimented with electricity also happens to have his face on the $100 bill. The dog catcher didn't want Ben Franklin. He wanted the dog owner to pay a fine of $100, which she gladly did to get her pooch back. And what did I get out of the deal? Just a George Washington and the satisfaction that my work here was through.
Spending wisely.
Now that all the money had been collected for the coin drive, I was supposed to choose a gift for a 6-year-old boy who was crazy for cars. I could spend up to $12.10. In my catalog, I found the perfect thing.
A super deluxe garage playset complete with gas pump and crank-handled elevator.
But the price was pretty deluxe, too. I could tell just by looking at the tens place that we couldn't afford it. After all, $40 is way more than $10. So I kept shopping. The toy truck cost less than the garage. It was only about $6.
Hey, since 6 and 6 are 12, we can even get 2 trucks.
Good point, but I still kept shopping. The sports car cost more than the truck. By rounding the cost to the nearest dollar, I also knew it fit our price range perfectly. $12.
And it was really cool.
I imagined how good the kid would feel when he got that car. Almost as good as my friends and I felt about helping out with the coin drive.
Do you have enough money to buy the things you want? Look at the price tag. Look in your wallet.
And always spend wisely.
55 cents.
Money can tell us how much something is worth. You can add it, subtract and divide it. You can even make it multiply. And when you know how to count it, you'll never be shortchanged.
That's why it pays to understand money.